All right, so here we're looking at a 2006 Toyota Sienna passenger side door. I've taken the panel off. It's as easy as everybody said. 2 screws here on the front. Pop this cover off. This guy right here. First thing to come off. Then your whole panel comes off, and then this is what you're looking at. I followed the instructions that people said would make this easier. Didn't mess with the window at all. Didn't touch the window. Left it up the whole time. I took these screws out around the, boom, boom, boom. Under here, there's one, there. And I got to this guy. This guy was pretty hard, like people said. This screw right here on the actuator came out really easy. The Loctite was like non-existent, praise God. But this one, I don't know if you can see this. Let me get up under here. You see that? Yeah, that's because I stripped the screws so bad that I had to, I basically had to drill the bolt out of the brass fitting. And the bad thing about that is that, well, you can see the damage I did. There's nothing there to mount it to anymore. So I came down here, and down here on the bottom of the actuator, let me give you a good view here. On the bottom of the actuator, there's an extra hole right here. So I took my drill bit, I put a new hole in the door, put a new screw or bolt in both of these, and on the back, I put some wing nuts. These are M470 wing nuts. I got a whole new set of these guys right here. Just went down to Home Depot, Lowe's actually. I got these ones at Lowe's. And some washers just to give it some more support on the back side. I was able to pull this whole thing out. Here's the time-saving thing. I saw a lot of people taking the window, putting suction cups on it. I even bought suction cups, but I didn't use them because I just left the window up. I left this screw back here in, but I loosened it pretty far. I still need to tighten it back up. But I pulled this screw halfway out so that this hanging pin right here, so that this little set pin in there was still holding some of the weight of this whole panel. And then I just pulled this panel out this far, just a little bit, so that I could squeeze my hand back in there. Now, some people might have hands that are bigger than mine. That's fine. I guess you might have an issue. But once I got back in there and got these bolts out, which was tough, I had the little flat ratchet screwdriver thing. That was very helpful, like a little right angle screwdriver ratchet that holds the bits. That was great to get my hand back in there without taking this off. I was able to get back behind here and get this whole panel and this actuator. I was able to get the actuator off without taking the panel off in 45 minutes. That was with screwing this thing up and drilling it out and breaking it to get it off. I used this extra hole here. I've got 2 mount points to get it back on here, and it's good to go. I replaced the motor in there. It was really easy to take out. Once you take those 3 screws out that are in there, you'll see how easy it is. I wouldn't stress about it. I've never done any electrical work on a vehicle, but I guess I'm half handy around the house, and this was not too difficult. So, not a 3-hour deal. I just put the whole thing back together, put that back in there today with the wing nuts on the back, which made a big difference in like 20 minutes. So I'd say all in, I was in for an hour and a half. And besides that actuator giving me an issue with those screws that everybody says that have Loctite on them, besides these things giving me an issue, I didn't have any other issues. So putting the whole thing back together, and once I connect the battery again and turn the door back on with the switch up at the driver's side, I'll be good to go. So hopefully that helps. If you got any comments, let me know. But hopefully that'll save somebody some time. You can't pry this very far away from the door panel though, because back here, these bolts are still connected to the gears of the window. So I only pulled it out like maybe this far. And I got that tip from somebody else online that did a little video. So thanks for all the help and community out there. You got any more ideas or comments? Make a comment. Let us know. All right, good luck, guys.